Hi everyone, welcome back. Today is day 2 of our visit here to the Disney World, and we decided to head over to Epcot. Having confirmed that we'll be driving to the parks and parking for the rest of our trip, we felt a little more prepared today compared to yesterday. We woke up early, got ready, finished a quick breakfast in our room, and made our way to the park about half an hour after it opened. After arriving, we purchased the parking ticket for the day, followed the familiar routine of boarding the tram, going through the security, checking in, and just like that, we were all set to explore.
What? Day two, Siddhant.
We headed straight to our first attraction of the day, choosing one with a shorter standby time to kick things off smoothly. Excited for another magical day ahead at Epcot. And did I say, just before we headed to this ride and attraction, we definitely stopped at our photo pass station and took great pictures in front of our popular Epcot ball. Our first attraction for the day was Spaceship Earth. As we waited in the standby line, we started discussing whether we should purchase Lightning Lane tickets for some of the super popular rides that had really long wait times. Yes, we did finalize on buying them, and while we were walking towards this attraction, we made sure that we had the Lightning Pass tickets for our next rides. But here's the catch. We assumed it would work just like the FastPass system we had used before at Universal Studios in California, or be it in the Disneyland in California. Here's a little experimental advice for anyone planning a visit. Don't rush into buying Lightning Lane passes unless you are seriously running short on time or absolutely don't want to miss
On
a
the map in
favorite
front of
ride.
you, please show us where you're from while we input your time travel coordinates.
அங்க photo எடுக்கறாங்க.
Before we dive deeper into our day at Epcot, here's a little backstory and some fun facts that not everyone knows. Epcot actually stands for Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow. It was Disney's vision for a futuristic city where people would live, work, and thrive in an ever evolving, innovative environment. Though the original city concept didn't fully happen, Epcot evolved into this amazing theme park that celebrates technology, culture, and imagination. Fun fact: the iconic Spaceship Earth, that giant silver ball you see at the entrance, isn't just a symbol, it's actually a full ride inside that takes you on a journey through the history of human communication. And did you know? Epcot covers more land than Magic Kingdom. It's massive. Also, the World Showcase pavilions are so carefully designed that even the plants and architectural materials are imported from the respective countries they represent. There's so much creativity and history hidden around every corner here, and that's what makes Epcot truly special.
And we bet. In 1450, Gutenberg invents the movable type printing press. Now knowledge can travel as fast as these new books, and travel they do.
As we are cruising down this experience, I would like to share another fun fact about this attraction. That giant silver ball isn't just for the show. It's called a geodesic sphere and it's made up of over 11,000 triangular panels. It's actually one of the largest structures of its kind in the world. Inside, Spaceship Earth takes you on a slow moving ride through the history of human communication from the invention of the alphabet to today's technology. And guess what? It's narrated by none other than Dame Judi Dench. Spaceship Earth isn't just the symbol of Epcot, it's a masterpiece of imagination, engineering, and history all rolled into one.
Let's have some fun creating the future, shall we? On your computer screen, answer a few questions for us. Then we'll show you a new world, custom made.
Another cool thing, during rainy days, you might notice that no water drips off the sphere onto guests below. You know why? That's because it's specially designed to collect rainwater and funnel it straight into the park's lagoon. Pretty genius, right?
Well done. Now, along with your answers, let's add in some amazing new technology that we happen to know about. Let's take a look, shall we?
Welcome to the future. Or should I say, your future? In the future, the color of the future is green. Your car runs on environmentally friendly fuels, and your green home conserves and generates its own energy. Your garden is filled with fruits and vegetables, grown with its own water recycling system, and the walls will be built of natural materials like earth, wood, and rocks, which also provide great insulation for low energy consumption. Since you do your best thinking alone, you can bring your virtual tools with you and work while you're not sacrificing your comforts. Your living room can be an actual living room with real grass providing a natural carpet, and the beach is never far away. Thanks to digital displays that can create the environment you prefer.
After we exited the Spaceship Earth ride, the adventure wasn't quite over yet. The path led us into another experience by itself, a cool post ride area where we got to watch a fun little summary of our journey. It even personalized the highlights based on the choices we made during the ride. Plus, all the photos taken during our experience were displayed on the big screens above, and it was so much fun spotting ourselves and laughing at our candid moments. It was such a creative way to wrap up the ride before heading back out into the park. So off we continued further into the park, soaking in all the energy around us. We made a quick stop at one of the PhotoPass booths for a few more family picture moments. And honestly, we just couldn't resist. The beautiful flowers all around us made the whole area look picture perfect. And of course, that meant even more pictures with our own camera too. It was such a colorful and happy spot, definitely one of those moments we'll be looking back at with a big smile. Next up on our adventure, we're heading to Journey into Imagination with Figment. We stood in the regular standby line and we did not opt the Lightning Lane pass for this attraction.
My favorite part about Disneyland is that like when you tap the card it makes
This ride is all about letting creativity run wild, and it's perfect for sparking that inner child in all of us. We were super excited to see what imaginative surprises are awaiting for us inside. So let's go and check out. It's an absolutely kid-friendly ride and it was so fun. So while we're having so much of fun here, here's a fun fact. The original version of this ride actually opened back in 1983 and quickly became a fan favorite at Epcot. Figment, the mischievous little dragon we just met, wasn't even supposed to be the main character at first. But he became so popular that he is now the heart and soul of the attraction. The ride has gone through a few updates over the years, but Figment continues to inspire guests to dream big and let their imaginations run free.
Join us. We all have sparks.
imagination. That's how our
After we exited the ride, we had a little surprise waiting for us. Figment was out there for a photo shoot. Since the line wasn't too crowded, we couldn't resist and decided to jump in. It was such a fun moment getting a picture with this playful little dragon. Definitely a memory to add on to our Epcot adventure. We didn't plan for it. As we continue to explore, here's a quick update about Epcot's park hours and what's happening around the park right now. Epcot typically opens around 9 a.m. and closes by 9 p.m. But it's always a good idea to double check the day schedule because times can vary, especially during special events or festivals. Since we had a little bit of time before our return window, we decided to explore Butterfly Landing. It's a beautiful walk-through garden filled with colorful butterflies fluttering all around. Such a peaceful and magical experience. Butterfly Landing is usually a seasonal exhibit, especially popular during Epcot's Flower and Garden Festival, and features hundreds of butterflies native to Florida. While we explored Butterfly Landing, here's a quick pro tip about Lightning Lane. First of all, you can't purchase Lightning passes while buying your basic park tickets. You have to buy them later, and by then, you end up paying a lot more in person. You can hold only one Lightning Lane reservation at a time. After you use it, or after 2 hours, you can book your next one. Plan smart, especially for those popular rides, and make the most out of your day.
Stick around.
Oh.
The attraction we actually used our pass was for Soaring Around the World. This is one of Epcot's most popular rides, and honestly, using the pass was totally worth it. Soaring is located indoors at the Land Pavilion, so it's a perfect choice, especially when you want to break from the Florida heat. This ride lasts about 5 minutes, and it's a breathtaking flight simulator experience where you soar over some of the world's most iconic landmarks, from the Great Wall of China to the Eiffel Tower. If you have been on Flight of Passage at Animal Kingdom, you'll find Soaring as a somewhat similar feel. That smooth gliding sensation, stunning visuals, and even sense to match the places you're flying over. It's calm, exhilarating, and absolutely one of the must-do rides when you're here at Epcot. Right after Soaring, we made our way over to the seas with Nemo and friends. Luckily, the wait time was, I think, around less than 10 minutes, so we hopped right into the standby line. This attraction is a cute, family-friendly ride where you board a clam mobile and join Nemo and his friends on a colorful undersea adventure. Fun fact: the ride actually leads you into one of the largest saltwater aquariums in the world right here at Epcot. It's home to thousands of sea creatures, including dolphins, sharks, sea turtles, and so many colorful fish. It's the perfect mix of a ride and an educational experience, especially for the little ones who love exploring the ocean world.
Look there. There's a lobster there. What other five water Look there. There's
Next up, we headed to the Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival, which was located right next to the Journey into Imagination ride. It's a cozy little theater experience where you get to sit back, relax, and watch a collection of some of the best short films from Disney and Pixar, all in amazing 4D. Next up on our list was the Living with the Land boat ride experience. Initially, we didn't plan for this attraction, but while we were waiting for the attraction Soaring, we had a sneak peek and was quite interested in getting this attraction covered. So we quickly checked the availability and were able to book a lightning lane for it, which worked out perfectly.
One of those living systems is the rainforest, home to the most amazing concentration of life on the planet. These dense and beautiful forests cover only a tiny portion of the Earth's surface, very different but no less beautiful living system. And while this arid landscape may seem lifeless, it is very much alive. Of all the forces at work.
Living with the Land is a slow and relaxing boat ride that takes you through the Epcot's greenhouses, showcasing innovative farming techniques, sustainable food production, and some really fascinating plant and fish farming systems. It's such a peaceful ride and also really educational, giving a glimpse into the future of farming. So remember, I said that we booked this attraction using a lightning lane? Well, the pros of using lightning lane passes, I could say definitely helped us to skip really long lines, especially for the popular attractions. And it allowed flexibility to explore other areas of the park without wasting time standing in queues. But the disadvantage we felt is that they do add quite a bit to the overall cost, and we can only reserve one ride at a time. Sometimes, by the time we're eligible to book another, all the top attractions might already be gone for the day. So it's definitely helpful but you have to plan smartly to really make it worth.
Indian Tata. Old phone la new phone.
Now came what was probably the toughest part of the day, especially for me, exploring the World Showcase. This area is absolutely beautiful, home to some popular attractions like Frozen Ever After in Norway and Remy's Ratatouille Adventure in France, though we didn't end up riding either of them this time. We explored the showcase right during the peak hours of Florida heat. And let me tell you, this area involves a lot of walking.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, exploring the World Showcase during peak Florida heat was tough. Lots of walking, barely any shade. I was exhausted. We took breaks whenever we could. We grabbed some photos in Morocco, cooled off with the Beauty and the Beast sing along, and powered up with a coffee break. Sometimes surviving the heat is an adventure by itself. But here's something interesting about the World Showcase as we made our way through. It features 11 country pavilions, each one representing the culture, architecture, and cuisine of that nation. Fun fact: many of the cast members working in each pavilion are actually from those countries, which brings an extra layer of authenticity to the experience. And if you look closely, you'll notice that the design of each pavilion even carefully hides the taller show buildings behind it. Using clever architecture and landscaping tricks called forced perspective. Even though the walk felt endless in the heat, there's no denying that every step across the World Showcase is like a little passport stamp in your travel book. To me, personally, I felt like we have to visit these countries. They looked so inspiring and admiring that we might end up making a visit to the actual places sometime, someday. Oh my, okay. With the ferry services across the World Showcase Lagoon closed for the day, we were left with no choice but to continue walking. And trust me, by this point, every extra step felt like a mini adventure on its own. Now, as I was trekking across the World Showcase, the only thing that was running in my mind is that we have to reach the other end on time for one of the most popular rides of the day, Mission Space. Mission Space attraction is all about experiencing what it feels like to be an astronaut on a space mission to Mars. Here's a cool detail. Mission Space offers two different experiences, the Orange Mission and the Green Mission. The Orange Mission is the more intense version with real centrifugal spinning forces that stimulates this feeling of high G forces during a space launch. The Green Mission, on the other hand, is a gentler ride that offers a similar space adventure but without the spinning, perfect for those who want the thrill without the extreme motion. So, Siddhant and I chose the easier Green Mission, while Advait and Daddy decided to take on the challenge with the Orange Mission. Both of us exited this experience with a happy, smiling face, experiencing the whole adventure. It was a mix of excitement, nerves, and a whole lot of wow, we actually did it at the end. We were almost nearing the end of our day here at Epcot, but Siddhant still had one special experience left on his wish list, the monorail ride. So before wrapping up, we made our way towards the monorail station to make that wish come true. The Disney monorail is not just a ride, it's a part of Disney's iconic transportation system. Here's a fun fact. It's been operating since 1971 and is one of the first daily operating monorail systems in the US. At Epcot, you get to board the monorail that connects Epcot and the Magic Kingdom area via the Transportation and Ticket Center. The ride offers a relaxing, smooth journey with some really beautiful aerial views. You glide over parts of Epcot, catch a glimpse of the parking lots, resort areas, and even the highway system around Disney World. For visitors, it's more than just a way to get from one park to the other. It's an experience in itself, especially for first-timers like Siddhant, who was beyond excited. As much as we tried to pack in as much fun as possible, we did end up missing a few major must-do attractions here at Epcot. We didn't get a chance to ride Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind over at World Discovery, one of the newest and most thrilling coasters Disney has to offer. We also skipped Turtle Talk with Crush at World Nature, mainly because we had already experienced it during our Disneyland trip at California. Plus, the test track. It's another interesting attraction that you must do, but right now, when we visited, it was temporarily closed for a major revamp. The newly reimagined test track is expected to reopen sometime early in 2025. Probably it should be open by now. Check your calendars and updates because it's going to be loaded with updates inspired by the original World of Motion concept. So, even though we missed a few highlights, there's plenty of new excitement waiting for us on a future visit. It was the perfect way to wind down our adventure, cruising high above the crowds and soaking in the magic one last time before saying goodbye to Epcot.
And we are done with day 2 Disney tour. We finished exploring Epcot today. It was a wonderful experience. We did a lot of good rides, a lot compared to Animal Kingdom yesterday.
Even though Epcot has a beautiful fireworks show late in the evening, we decided to skip it for today. After a long, fun-filled day of exploring, walking, and riding, we were all pretty exhausted and ready to call it a night. Sometimes it's okay to miss a show and just savor the memories we already made. And just like that, we reached the end of today's episode. It's been such a fun and memorable day exploring Epcot together. Until I meet you again at another park on another day, signing off for now. Take care, stay safe, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more adventures and future updates. See you soon!